we've worked out this. This is the integral of p dq. And we need to minus this box, which is p star q star. Oh, that's terrible. I literally apologise so much for my handwriting. P star q star. So we've worked out that consumer surplus equals the integral between 0 and q star of p dq minus q star p star. And that holds for every demand curve. And if we wanted to find this area, I'm not going to spend a long time on this, if we wanted to find producer surplus, then if we integrate the supply line, oh yeah, I've written this one here, I can't bother to write it out, I'll just put it on my PowerPoint. There's consumer surplus, where so you've got CS equals the integral between 0 and q star of p dq minus p star q star, where p and q are greater than 0, I haven't stressed that enough, or greater than or equal to, and p is a function of q, i.e. p is the demand curve. Joe, you're writing all this down, that's really good. If you look at it in 2 years' time, presuming you do maths, you'll realise that it's really good that you've written down, you'll understand it all. Are you getting it all?
Yeah, that's fine.
Excellent. You probably wouldn't know how to integrate the equations, but that's fine, you're getting it all. And p is a function of q, that's the demand curve for the consumer surplus. That is, p is a function of q. This is where the whole inverse function comes in, because we have q equals 27 minus 3p, going back to my example. That's q is a function of p, and consumer surplus is p. You integrate, that's like time, yeah, I just said some watch clicking. I'm going to go on for about 5-10 more minutes, that's okay everyone. We've got q as a function of p, this one's p as a function of q, so we have to rearrange this, and I'm going to do it really quickly. 3p equals 27 minus q, so p equals 9 minus a third q. And then that's what we'd have to integrate. We wouldn't integrate that, because that would give us the integral of q dq, which doesn't make sense. And what I'm going to quickly say is about producer surplus. The producer surplus is this area. If we integrate the supply between here and here, 0 and q star, we're going to get this area. And that area isn't equal, even though they look about the same, that area isn't equal to the producer surplus. We want this area. So again what we do is if we have a box which is represented by p star q star, and we minus off this small triangle, which we found is the integral of p dq between 0 and q star, where p here is a function of supply, not demand, we're looking at supply now, then we're going to get what we want, which is that triangle, producer surplus. So now we have an equation which is going to be producer surplus equals p star q star minus the integral between 0 and q star of p dq with respect to q. And that is how you find in maths producer surplus and consumer surplus. I've got one more thing to do. I know you're probably all really bored or asleep now. And that is to look at this. And I just want to quickly explain that, why I've written them. And we're just going to quickly run through everything I've done through, really quickly. And it's not going to be normal. There's going to be a few weird things cropping up to ponder, that you can ponder over when you've left. And that is these two. And these are more realistic equations of supply and demand. Like I said earlier, we're not going to, I'm talking into the whiteboard, sorry. We're not going to be looking at straight lines normally. And QD is, like I said earlier, what that equation is, 1 over P, is it's this one, like I was talking about. And for those of you who don't know, really this should go on to infinity, because it never reaches 0. And really this should go on to infinity, because it never reaches 0. So that's why, instead of putting QD and PD are greater than or equal to 0, I have to use the strict inequality, because it will never equal 0. And at 0, 1 over 0 is undefined. We don't have a clue what that is. Most people think it's infinity, but it's not. We don't know it's infinity. It could be anything. But again, when I'm looking at QS equals P squared, that's a quadratic equation going through here. Oh, that's terrible. I've chosen quite a nice example. I could have chosen a horrible one. That's supply, that's demand. Here I can put greater than or equal to, because we can see here it can equal 0. It goes through it, so it's fine. And there's 4 things.